is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4.
A short kick taken at the 18. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
And no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And some room to work.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That burst good for 20 and a first down. They run it again with Kamara. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 17 carries, 56 yards.
How about the first month of the season for him? He leads the league in rushing, so you know his confidence is at an all-time high, which means his offensive line loves it too. They'll get more opportunities to run block for him.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. On the counter, here's Kamara. And he'll go down at the 28. 2 yards, good enough for first.
The Saints at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
49 yards on the ground for him so far. So second and 4 from the 22.
Kamara up the middle.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
12 yards there and a first down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
So here are the Panthers under head coach Matt Rule.
And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And some room to roam now. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 20 carries, 96 yards, and a touchdown.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, Corral. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. 7 yards there and a 1st down. They're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
93 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. Well, these two teams, they met in New Orleans earlier in the year with the Saints coming out on top. So a win here in Charlotte would give them the season sweep. Again, it's Kamara. Down to the 25. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lane.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of football. They talk about spelling blood in the water, putting pressure on the rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
On 4th down, Owens. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he is going to have the Saints 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it first and goal.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Forced out to his left. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Operating from the gun, Owens.
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans.
A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Saints have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays.
And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Corral.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
Corral from the gun on 3rd down here. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, it's Corral. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and then also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey.
And this is going to be a Panthers first down as good running gets them to about the 44.
8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
First down. Here's Corral with it.
Throw right side, caught by Davis.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Meanwhile, Corral's throw complete there to Moore. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. To the air again with Corral. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Touchdown Panthers. Robbie Anderson. His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Panthers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Owens. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Owens. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Owens. And he fires one that's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT.
And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This from 44 yards away. And his kick is indeed good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing the coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we have reached.
And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now, because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point, because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Corral. He's got Anderson right side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Corral.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Unfortunately, to no avail.
On 3rd down, Owens. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. What a real head scratch. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Corral with it. First down here.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
Throwing here, Corral.
He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Again, it's Corral.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Davis, nice grab.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now for the first and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
McCaffrey will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Getting the ball to Anderson here on the out route.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. And his kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game.
So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So here are the Saints to take over. They lead things here as they start 1st and 10, trying to get rid of that bad taste in their mouth from the loss last week to the Atlanta Falcons. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Owens.
That's going to be caught by Judy.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 148 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
And for one of the few times here today, turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Back to throw. Owens. Got a man. It's Schwartz, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 19. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte. Looking to throw. Owens. He'll find Schwartz, complete right side. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. And we're back now in Charlotte. This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay a 1-score game as the lead holds at 8. That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. The 1st down throw here for Corral. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. A handoff left, McCaffrey able to avoid him at the 40. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And good running, going to get this down close to a 1st at the Saints 41. 52 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
On first down, Corral. He's got the connection to Moore. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8, so logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Shotgun snap to Corral. Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal. Third and goal. Here's Corral. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. Fourth down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up fourth down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
And this one is right through, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on second down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock.
Let's go do this thing, baby.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They run it again with Kamara. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Back to throw. Owens. Got an open man. It's Schwartz. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Kamara up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And it's still about 3 yards shy of the first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Here's Kamara trying to run for him. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
They run. It's Kamara. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half.
Petty don't matter. Far as that teller, I pray to God they rattle tattle. Hey, what's a rapper? I started off that, now I'm better. I get capital. I help my people to get cheddar. I do business. Don't you stay out my business. I'm so iceberg slimish, stainless, not a blemish. I should have been in prison. No boy remorse, no cases been. I got the rolling flooded, soaking wet, but ain't been swimming. I'm the man now, ain't I? Work a plan now, can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player male. What?